Hey, what is going on, Guardians? Nem with Planet Destiny here. And it's Friday, which means that Xur is back in the world of Destiny, and as you've guessed it, he's once again over here in the Watcher's Grave. So let's go ahead and make our way over to the Nessus Barge and see what he has in store for us this week. Hopefully we got some goodies. It's been a while since he's brought anything worthwhile buying. So let's go ahead and take a look. I like his new area. Honestly, it's pretty nice. Alright, so he's going to be up here. Okay, we got an interesting selection. We have the Queenbreaker linear infusion rifle, the Knucklehead Radar for the Hunters, the ACD/0 feedback fence for the Titans, and the Geomag Stabilizers for the Warlock. Now starting off with the Queenbreaker and its wire rifle intrinsic perk. Fires a long-range precision arc bolt that blinds enemies on hit. Now, one of the benefits of the Queenbreaker is that you have two sights. You have the marksman sights and you have the combat sights. This guy will give you obviously a longer range, while this one is a low zoom and it decreases the impact and range, as you can see there. We have enhanced battery, hipfire grip, and quick draw, and fitted stock. Now, the Queenbreaker was actually one of the strongest weapons in the heavy slot for a good while, with its aim assist being incredibly high and doubled by a bug, which was tuned down a couple months ago. It's a somewhat still viable option for medium range combat. It's definitely not as crazy or sticky as it used to be, but there are rumors that this will bring a catalyst real soon, which will further increase its aim assist a little bit more, maybe making it a little bit more viable. The Knucklehead Radar for the Hunters, with its upgraded sensor pack intrinsic perk, provides radar while you're aiming, enhances your radar resolution when crouched. Now, as far as roles, we have Light Reactor, Ashes to Assets, Precision Weapon Targeting, Grenade Launcher Reserves, and Special Ammo Finder. Now, if you would like to have your radar pretty much active whenever you're aiming down the sights, the Knucklehead Radar is actually a fantastic option to use for that. I personally haven't used it in a while, as there are other exotics that have a little bit more utility than the Knucklehead Radar, but this is actually pretty good, and the roll is pretty solid. Titans with the feedback fence, Fury Conductors. Melee kills build energy, and being struck by a melee attack reduces incoming damage and unleashes the energy in a devastating explosion. Now, as far as perks, we have Fast Ball, Kinetic Weapon Loader, Power Weapon Loader, Grenade Launcher, Scavenger, and Heavy Ammo Finder. I would have liked to see this come with hands-on, but this is kind of more of a niche type of exotic. There are moments where you might get, like a triple kill out of this. It's a little bit more on the passive side of things, so it's not something that you can actively use. So I would recommend them picking them up still. They're definitely fun to play around with, so don't skip out on them. And finally, for the Warlocks, we have the Geomag Stabilizers with the Close Enough intrinsic perk. When Chaos Reach super energy is almost full, sprinting tops it off, and damaging enemies with Chaos Reach extends its duration. Now, the Geomag Stabilizers, before we get into the perks, are probably your must-have of the week. For this week's Xur, these are incredibly useful. They make Chaos Reach almost double in length in its uptime, so do not skip out on these if you play a Warlock. We have the Dynamo armor perk, which reduces super cooldown when using your class ability, which is a fantastic perk to have with this. Kinetic Dexterity, Oversized Weapon Dexterity, Primary, and Special Ammo Finder. So yeah, don't skip out on these guys. This is a must buy. Pick them up. And finally, we have the Faded Engram. Let's see if we get anything this week from it. Any armor? We did. We got the Claws of Ahamkara. Let's see what we got with these. Not too crazy about these perks, but we'll read this, which gives you an additional melee damage. not too crazy about the rolls that came with these guys. So this is going to be a dismantle for me. And of course, we have the Consumables, which is the 5 of Swords, which will grant you additional modifiers for the 100k Nightfall. And if you're still working on Invitations of the Nine, those are going to appear down here down below. But because I finished mine, it's empty. But that's going to be it for us this week, Guardians. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you get some hot and spicy exotic loot, and we'll see you next time.